Okay. Alright, all my dragonlings. What's going on? I am the Dragon Got a Game, Damian-Dragon, and welcome back to the gaming news, where we run down the list of every single little thing that we go through, all the news and all the rumors through gaming for the week. Oh, excuse me. To be honest, I forgot a little bit about this. That's why it's coming up about 30 minutes after it's originally supposed to air. So, my apologies. Anyway, we have some stuff on the PlayStation 5. Something for the PlayStation 4 game that Nintendo just does not want to let go. Of course, something on the actual PlayStation 5, and of course, the Xbox Series X. So, without further ado, let's not wait too much time and get straight in. First off, Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. Oh god, hold on one moment. Needed, sister. Okay, Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. These two are going to be going head to head in the new console wars between Sony and Microsoft. These are their power heavy hitters. Now, we don't know what kind of micro consoles that's going to be coming out with it. Nobody knows. Nobody really gets it. But what is being stated, and this is coming from an article from ccn.com, and this by Max Moeller at Max Mole on Twitter. He says the Xbox Series S is more powerful, but still won't compare to the PlayStation 5. Now, let me read it off to you. Sony just revealed details on the PlayStation 5's power. It might be weaker than the Xbox Series X, but that doesn't make it the inferior console. On the contrary, it'll be much better. PlayStation is still the most appealing console for many gamers. The PlayStation 5 is weaker than the Xbox Series X in some aspects, and no way does that make it the inferior console, and Sony has some aces up its sleeve, guaranteed. At long last, Sony revealed some concrete details on the PlayStation 5's power. Sony's latest hardware falls slightly under the Xbox Series X in terms of processing and GPU power, but that doesn't make it the inferior console. In fact, it's likely to be the opposite. While Microsoft has been quite vocal regarding its new hardware, Sony is holding its cards close to its chest. That's because it knows it can win. The PlayStation 5 will deliver on software, which I was thinking too. Sony has already won the last console generation. The PlayStation 4 is one of the best-selling consoles of all time. This is thanks to fantastic exclusives like The Last of Us, Spider-Man, which I've played, which I am playing at the moment. You can go check me out on Thursdays. It is a wonderful time. Yeah, go check me out on Thursdays when it comes to Spider-Man. It's an awesome game. Persona 5, which I needed to play, and God of War, which is a game I want to play. It's ignorant to think Sony won't follow up next gen with an equally excellent list of titles. Spider-Man 2 is already being leaked. That tells you something. We know the God of War team is working on a sequel, and The Last of Us 2 will play better on there anyways. So they almost have some of the exact lineups of exclusives. That tells you something. Even if those games come to PC, they'll still make a killer list for PlayStation 5 players. Plus, the PS5 reveal made an excellent case for SSD power, which can change how worlds generate while playing. This could give it an advantage over the Series X's GPU power. Risky add-ons lead to better experiences. These are different headlines. I've already said that the PlayStation 5 will have a sequel to the PSVR. More power means a better virtual reality experience, and Sony's absolutely willing to bet on it. Half-Life Alyx's imminent success will push that interest higher. I haven't seen Half-Life Alyx, the game, just yet. I'm gonna be watching that later on today. For Jack, because Jacksepticeye's been playing it, so I'm gonna see how that goes. But I was a big fan of Half-Life. Also, many patents have leaked regarding DualShock 5 and its potential new features. While some patents range on the invasive side, like the rumored sweat detector. These are signs that Sony is willing to experiment, and after a generation focused entirely on realism, it will do the games industry good to create something unique. We don't know what the DualShock 5 looks like, so take the patent detailing and haptic feedbacks instead. Okay, which has some, it looks like a lot more wider, a lot more wider handle, but I'm not. This is more of a detailed sketch than anything else. So we don't know exactly what it's going to look like. A solid gimmick could also help Sony compete with Xbox's Game Pass and xCloud features. As cool as those are, neither offering provides a unique gameplay experience. Instead, they're just new ways to play games that already exist. So, truly, yeah, not everything comes down to the specs of the console. It's how you played the consoles. And that's something that really needs to be understated. Not everything is resting on GPU power alone. Not everything is resting on specs alone. Everything can be done simply by the games that it plays with, by how it runs everything. What is the better console overall? And that's what everyone's going to be looking at. Not just what looks and acts better. It's everything, and that's what's going to be held down to. And when the holiday 2020 comes along, it's gonna be a rampaging mess trying to find everything that's going on with these consoles. So I'm gonna try to keep as good to this as I possibly can. As you know, I do this every single week, and I try my best to keep everything close to my heart. So I hope I get everything done. All right. Okay. Next up, PlayStation 4 Dreams. It's a new game that was put onto PlayStation 4, and you can basically make fucking anything in Dreams. But one company just doesn't like what they're doing. And this is coming from pushsquare.com, and this article was written by Sammy Baker on Saturday, 1:07 p.m. And it says, Nintendo putting pressure on Sony to remove Dreams creations on PS4. Nintendo despises it when its fans do cool, non-profit things with its intellectual property. So it's no surprise it's putting pressure on Sony to remove the awesome Super Mario-inspired creations being shared in PlayStation 4 exclusive Dreams. One creator, Piece of Craft, you should go check them out if you want to see some cool stuff on Dreams, if you have the game, was contacted by the legal department of Sony Interactive Entertainment after the Big N objected to the use of its mascot in some of his creations. Well, they can't all do that. Well, this isn't entirely unexpected. It is undoubtedly disappointing. There are plenty of original creations in Dreams, but many have been attempting to learn the title's tools by recreating characters that they are familiar with. While it doesn't appear that other creators have been targeted thus far, we suspect Nintendo's lawyers won't stop until all of the organization's IPs have been erased from the game's servers. Spoiler sports. Yeah, Nintendo does not like when you use their intellectual properties. Look at me. I was playing Mario Kart, and I uploaded it, and I got copyrighted for playing Mario Kart. The fuck? So you're telling people that they cannot play a game and upload it. That gives you free fucking press. You do not need to monetize every single thing, Nintendo. Nintendo, I promise you one thing. That this is free. And they recreated it. They're not taking your sprites. They're not taking your levels. They are not taking your game. They are not doing anything but using Mario, which they had to recreate in the game to be able to use it. They can't just take a sprite, put it in the game, and expect it to work right. It's not how that works. So regardless, it was a built from scratch Mario character. That basically means that they do not have a licensed IP because it is not one of their sprites, not one of their characters, because it was recreated. Yeah, I can say maybe if you changed up the character a little bit, yeah, okay, what am I saying? Yeah, it is true that they could copyright. But Sony does not have to, based on their logistics, because, to be honest, it was recreated in a game. Anything can be recreated in a game, to be honest. So it happens. So there's not much we could actually do about that. So, oh, what the hell? No. So, with the Dreams fiasco, I'm thinking, yeah, Nintendo is in the right to be able to say we do not want our characters to be playable, but they can't stop people from recreating the characters. They're not using licensed IPs. They are literally recreating ragdolls of the characters. That can be done in various games. You cannot tell people not to do that. If they were physically making a Mario game, I can understand. That wouldn't be right. But it is a licensed Sony product that they will be able to reproduce anything that their imaginations want, and they want to make a Nintendo character. You can't stop them from doing that. So, Sony is kind of putting its foot in the ground for this, and Nintendo is kind of being spoil sports. They are. But are they kind of in their right to do so? Yes, they very much are. But I don't want to go too far on that. Next up, let's talk physically about the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 only. This comes from the same place, pushsquare.com. This is written by, again, Sammy Baker. And the title is, the PlayStation 5's operating system sounds like a thing of beauty. Oh, please tell me more. I love haptic sounds. And when I turn on my PlayStation 4, I'm just like, oh, it's such a cool. Anyway, let me read the article, so I don't want to go on for too long. What will the PlayStation 5 operating system be like? We know a lot about Sony's next-gen system, like PS5's SSD hard drive and PS4's backward compatibility, but we don't yet know what it will be like when you power it up. Modern systems like the PlayStation 4 have a main menu before you get into your game, allowing you to contact friends and connect to the PlayStation Store. However, it sounds like the PS5 will take things to the next level. A patent published by Sony Interactive Entertainment last week discusses interactive interfaces, and it tallies with comments that architect Mark Cerny made to Wired last year. Effectively, the Japanese giant wants to erase the disconnect between the operating system and the game, putting elements of every title's user interface in the console's main menu itself. Will allow the Marble Madness man to explain. And this is coming from him himself, I believe. We don't want the player to have to boot the game, see what's up. Boot the game, see what's up. He said multiplayer game servers will provide the console with a set of joinable activities in real time. Single player games will provide information like what missions you can do and what rewards you might receive for completing them. And all of those choices will be visible in the UI. As a player, you just jump right into whatever you like. What does this mean then? Well, let's say you've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare installed on your PlayStation 5. It sounds like Cerny is describing a scenario whereby, without even booting the game, you'll be able to see available multiplayer playlists and activities directly from the PlayStation 5 main menu. In addition, the console will show you which missions you've completed in a single player and allow you to jump into any one directly. It sounds like a small thing, but by integrating the game's user interface into the console's operating system, it means that you'll effectively be able to skip several steps in the traditional game booting process, where you currently have to select the game, wait for it to load, select the mode, and select the level, and you'll instead be able to select a stage directly from the PlayStation 5's main menu itself. Speed and efficiency are crucial to the next-gen experience, it seems. Now, that will be freaking epic, to be able just to go onto your screen, you're like, okay, I've done this level already. Let me just hop right into this level. Yay! Just boot up the game into that level. And just skip the middleman. And that is gonna be the highlighted point. That's what it needs. And that's something that's going to break the PlayStation 5 away from the Xbox Series X. That is what's going to be the key process into all of this. Because if you have something that does that, that skips out the entire middleman of booting the game, seeing all available multiplayer playlists. If you're a multiplayer fan, I like to do single players because that's just my thing. But you can just boot up and just boot into anything in the game from that point. So basically, let's say a game that I play a lot, WWE 2K. And yes, I know WWE 2K20 was a shit show. But let me just go into it specifically. Let's say I want to go into a mode. Let's say creations mode, because I love to create things. From the PlayStation 5's main menu when I boot up the console, I can go straight from the PlayStation 5 main menu straight into the creations mode where I can just do whatever. That means I can just skip out loading the entire game consistent all at once. That is boss. And I love it. So, is this what we're going to get? I freaking hope so. I really, really hope so. But going from the PlayStation 5, going on to its competitor, the Xbox Series X. Now, this article comes from TheVerge.com, and this is from Tom Warren, and this was posted on March 26, 2020 at 5:17 a.m. Good lord, he's up at the same time I am. Anyway, let me read this article for everyone because this is something that needs to be done and needs to be said. Because I need to get this out as quickly as possible. It's 12:07 p.m. and I need to get this up for you guys. So, it says Xbox Series X graphics card stolen and leaked online. This is a big one. The AMD says a hacker stole GPU information. Okay, it says AMD says that a hacker has obtained source files for some of its current and future GPUs, including details about the Xbox Series X in December 2019. In December 2019, we were contacted by someone who claimed to have test files related to a subset of our current and future graphics products, and some of which were recently posted online but have since been taken down, said an AMD spokesperson. AMD has filed multiple takedown notices to Microsoft's own GitHub, where repositories were hosting the stolen Navi GPU source code. Torrent Freak reports that the code included details for AMD's Navi 10, Navi 21, and Arden GPUs, and the GitHub takedown notices say it included intellectual property stolen from AMD. AMD's Arden GPU is believed to be the codename for what's used in Microsoft's next-gen Xbox Series X console. Some details previously leaked in December about Arden related to test files that were also posted on GitHub. The alleged hacker has claimed they will just leak everything in an interview with Torrent Freak. If they're not able to sell the information, it's not clear whether the source code is partial or whether it will impact the security of AMD's future GPUs. But the company doesn't appear to be overly concerned. While we are aware the perpetrator has additional files that have not been made public, we believe the stolen graphics IP is not core to the competitiveness or security of our graphics products, says AMD. We are not aware of the perpetrator processing any other AMD IP. Not that you know. So, that is really freaking bad. That you basically had yourself hacked and a hacker was able to get access to the files on your AMD GPUs going into the Xbox Series X. That's bad. Because people will know exactly what's in it and, that's going to go down the tube a little bit. But obviously they're not really concerned. Maybe they'll have it under control, but I don't know. But hacking is a very vicious cycle, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why everyone keep their stuff locked. Because you don't know who or what can get into anything you have. So there's a lot of people that is able to hack. I used to know how to hack, but I since stopped. But And no, don't everyone look at me like I'm a criminal. I never used my hacking skills to get into anything. So do not worry, I didn't do anything like that. But I can understand why people will be able to want to do it, or but I don't get why you're gonna steal information on the AMD. You could just wait until the Xbox Series X comes out and then do it from there. But I kind of get it, hold it up for information, hold it up for a little bit of a ransom, but it looks like they're really not caring. You kind of drop the ball a little bit. But you want something, it happens, and I hope everything is okay going forward. Because without those AMD chips and some things being leaked, I'd say a lot of things are up in the air for Xbox. So, anyway, that is it for the gaming news for today. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hope everyone has a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching the gaming news. It's always a fun day to talk about my favorite things gaming, because it's always a fun time. There's nothing I like more than having some gaming time. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, Nintendo, PlayStation 4. A lot of these things are really fun to me, and I do genuinely enjoy what I do. So I'm glad that everyone is having a lot of fun with me. So, hope everyone has had a wonderful day. Down in the description below, there'll be all of our wonderful creators' channels. Go check it all out, including my personal channel, which I'm doing today in 2 hours time from, well, my normal start time is around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am going to be doing Overwatch and Fusion Falls today, and over the next couple days will be the series finales for the things I've been doing: Disney's Magical Mirror and The Sims 3. So come in and check it out and check them all out, because it's going to be a fun time. But also, as I said earlier, if you guys want to catch some more stuff from me on Invisible Corporation, wait until Thursday, where I continuously play Spider-Man PlayStation 4. It's an amazing game, and I still love it to death. It's one of my favorite games I played. So come and check it out. Believe me, it's a really fun time. But anyway, if you guys want something else to check out, go check out some stuff from Chaos and Tui. Watch some of our stuff from our wonderful creators, because Chaos and Jimmy Tortuga, they're doing a shiny race. So go check them out. Go check out both of their stuff. I love watching them hunt for shinies and rares. It's an amazing time, so go check it out. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone enjoyed. But you guys know how we end this. You guys know how we do this. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and if you guys like it, please smack the like button, show who's boss, and share and subscribe for the glory of the dragon, so you too may become immortal. But from Damian to Bland to video gamers all over the world, I will see you Dragonlings in the very next episode. Peace, my friends. Good gaming. Happy hunting. And I'll see all you Dragonlings back inside the world of the gaming news. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time for some more Gaming Dragon action. Peace. And I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you guys this Thursday for Spider-Man, and I'll see you guys around the same time. I'm hoping that I remember at 12 o'clock next week for the gaming news one more time. See you guys then. Peace.